Welcome to the show. You know where you are. 9 at 9 with me, Tigo. And it's that time of the month. No, not that time of the month. It's that time of the month. We're going to talk about fitness. Oh, Rhino Julie's here. We're going to talk about how we're going to stay motivated. So sit right there. We'll be right back.
Emmett, do you want to play with me? Yeah, I can't play right now. I'm doing show notes.
Rhino Julie, you are here. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, you are like this ball of energy. So much that, we're live and in person right now, but you could feel the energy through the internet. Everybody loves you. How do you stay motivated, keep going, keep that energy up with everything that's going on in the world right now?
Oh man, well, the first thing I do, and I wasn't planning on talking about this, but it really is a gratitude practice. Mm-hmm. Just every single day I try to just think and write the things that I'm thankful for in the past, the things I'm thankful for in the present, and the things that I'm thankful for that haven't already happened yet. Mm-hmm. So that's how I keep my energy up for sure. But as far as staying motivated when it comes to trying to eat healthy, work out, do all the things that we know we're supposed to do, but they're so hard to do, that is hard, as we all know. But
Wait, you're Rhino Julie. It's hard for you?
It's so hard for me.
It's impossible for me, but it's hard for you. Really, I didn't expect you to say it's hard. So how do you get through it?
So I call myself, the foodie fit in your jeans queen, but I also call myself the chief wagon faller offer because I'll be like, I'm so excited about this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be perfect. So back when I was first trying to lose weight, I would look at the magazines because this was before the internet, and I would say, I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to do this tomorrow. And I had this perfect plan for my day. And the next day would come and I wouldn't do any of it. And then I would just be disgusted with myself. I honestly felt like the laziest, most unmotivated person ever. Like, come on, Julie, what's wrong with you? Like, why can't you don't you care enough? Like, you're miserable. Don't you want to be happy? Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize that before we can be motivated, we have to feel successful, which sounds impossible, but we have to feel successful before we can be motivated. And what does that mean? How do we do that? It means we start with something, Tigo, that we know we can do beyond a shadow of a doubt. Maybe it's 1 minute of exercise per day. And
I can do a minute.
You could do a minute, see?
I can do a minute. 60 seconds. I got that. 60 seconds. My boxing coach right now is going, you have lost your mind if you think I'm going to let you do a minute. But for me, I can do a minute. That's amazing. Mm-hmm. So you're saying baby steps. As my mother used to say, baby steps. Make an accomplishment, set a goal. Is that what you're saying?
Baby steps with a little bit of a twist.
Okay.
So it's not just about the minute. It's about celebrating the fact that you did a minute instead of saying, oh, I only did a minute. It wasn't 60. I used to do 60 minutes. I used to do 2 hours. It's about celebrating the fact that we did it. And then when we celebrate the fact that we did that one small thing, then all of a sudden we're motivated to go further next time, to go long. It's an automatic motivation because we celebrated the fact that we did little thing. There is no motivation without celebration, Tigo.
See, that's what I mean. Ball of energy. You see what I'm saying? Ball of energy. She can talk about anything. We could talk about an orange for the next 5 minutes and she would make it the best orange in the world. Okay, staying motivated. You get up in the morning and you have this plan. I'm going to speak from my own self. I get up in the morning, I have this plan, and then life's what happens while you're making other plans, right? And then you don't even get to the minute, or if you get to the minute, you do that. You say, it was only a minute. I used to be able to do this. I used to be able to do that. How do you get your mind to go little bites, little steps, then a bigger step, then a bigger step? How do you get your brain to say that's okay?
So it's automatic as long as you celebrate the fact that you did the first step.
Okay.
As long as you celebrate the fact that you did the first one thing that you knew you could do beyond a shadow of a doubt, then automatically you're more motivated to add more things on. But people usually start with things that they don't like, or they start with too many things. So instead of just exercise. They start with exercise, water. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to be like perfect. I'm going to meal prep every single, week for the entire week. I'm not going to go out to eat anymore. I'm not going to have any more sugar. And that's impossible. And so then a year passes and we're exactly the same.
Or in my case, 45 pounds heavier, but yes, go ahead.
Yeah. And if we start with something we know we can do beyond a shadow of a doubt, maybe it's just starting with water. And then we do it and we celebrate it. It'll just be a week. And all of a sudden you're wanting to add more things to that because the success feels so good. And it's just this automatic thing that starts to happen. And we actually end up rewiring our brains to enjoy things that we didn't even enjoy before by celebrating. But we have to celebrate, and we can't say, oh, I only did this, or I only did that, or I drank my water, but I didn't eat my vegetables, and I had Jack in the Box for lunch. That wasn't part of the thing. The thing was water. The thing wasn't restricting. The thing was the water. So we have to celebrate and not put ourselves down.
So what's more important? Where do you start? Should you start, just getting that minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes of, movement in first? Should you start with water? What's the first recommended step that a person should take in order to get going and get motivated?
The one you can stick to beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I know that wasn't the answer that you were looking for, so I will.
No, that's what I want. I want an honest answer. I want an honest answer, yeah.
None of it means anything if we don't stick to it.
If you can't stick to it.
Yeah.
So if you can stick to drinking your water every day, that's where you start. If you can commit to 5-minute walks, that's where you start. Interesting. So what stops you? Have you ever had days where you just go, I'm not doing it today? What stops you from, reaching your goal on a certain day?
That happens so often. So I've had chocolate every single day for 4 days after coming back from Mexico, where I had 2 dinners a night and dessert and gained 5 pounds. And I'm like, oh, I'll get the 5 pounds off, no problem. I know how to do it. And I do, and I am going to get it off. So far, I'm 3 pounds down. But for me, it's not saying I can't have the chocolate. It's, okay, I'm going to have water, I'm going to have my vegetables, I'm going to have my protein, and then I'm going to see what happens.
You took the cans out. Okay.
And then if I want my chocolate, I track it first, and then I have it. And I say, is this worth spending, like all of those calories on, right? Is it worth it? And usually it is worth it. And so, but as far as exercise goes, I can't eat as much if I don't exercise.
Okay, before Alan cuts us off, because we can sit here and talk all day, look at your camera, tell the people how they can find you, what they can, how they can connect to you and all that good stuff.
I'm Rhino Julie everywhere, rhinojulie.com. Send me a message. I would love to chat or have you in my next masterclass. Rhino Tough, you are limitless.
That's our Rhino Julie. And you guys know, if you can't find her at Rhino Julie, come on, it's not that hard. You can always go to Tigo Direct to find her. We'll connect you to her. But this is my friend, my buddy, and probably this time next year, I'll be sitting here where I'm supposed to be, 70 some odd pounds down. For now, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you'll come back next time. She'll be back next month. And as always, I'm Tigo. I'll talk to you next time.